If he would give, please accept, he will not ask, no, no, your dress. But that time was different. Lord, her Parvati is coming, so they have to cover their body. So quickly she come. She doesn't know. Maybe Sarmishta and Devajani, they were so bosom friend, they kept their dress together. Just next to. She just seeing when they are coming, put on without seeing it. That was her mistake only. And she was princess. Devajani was her friend. He could have, okay, no, my dear, this is your dress. Why you are putting this low quality dress? Your dress is high quality. He would have told that, but without telling that, she became hurt and chastened. What is loss of yours? Your dress is so low quality, cheap, and her dress is high quality. If you would have taken exchange dress, you would be not been loss, you would been profit. She will lose. She will get your low quality cloth. Her clothes are high quality. But this is the nature of woman. Sorry to say. But sometimes this is told here. It's not from nowadays. From Satyuga also. It's like that. They are too much attached to their dress, what to speak of other things. Ornaments under that. And that dress was not that good dress also. And she chastised, and then fighting starts. And then because she told very harsh words to Sarmishta, Sarmishta, she was a Khetriyani. She became angry and took immediately. She had thousands followers with her. So immediately, it's natural, she took action. Took out the dress, make her naked and throw her into well, and left. Yes, they can do like that. It's not only boys they are fighting, the girls they are doing fighting like this also. They can do their things. And they did it thousands years before. Took out the dress and throw into well. Somehow or other, this childish fighting, actually, if okay, they both are teenagers. Maybe they both of them maybe 16 years old, 15, 16, about to marriageable age. Not that. They are not going through the graduation or study, something like that. Quite young age. And because of silly fighting, Vrishaparva or Sukracharya could have, okay, this is nothing for this. Somebody can counsel them, but didn't happen. And King Jajati got trapped. Sukracharya hold him. Devajani hold him that you have to marry me. So somehow or other, King Jajati, he agreed, he has some attraction for the beauty of Devajani, but he was not ready to accept the proposal because it was Pratiloma marriage. He was a religious king. What happened? Anyways, I agreed. He went. Then Sukracharya's daughter Devajani went cryingly and complained to his father, put some more masala on it. So, by hearing this complaint from his only daughter Devajani, the Brahman priest Kavi, Usunang Kavi, famous, very scholarly Brahmana, he became very upset, udas. He said, "Dhikkar my life." Udas means he said, "This is too much. Why I got married? Why I got this post, why I am doing these things. He felt disgusted. He said, for Brahmana, the best thing is to do Ucha Briti. Ucha Briti means there are varieties of Brahmanas. The top class Brahmanas are those, they will never beg even. They will depend only by going to the fields when the farmers, they have taken their crops out. Some grains lie down there, just like the kapot, the dove, they used to go and took one. So like that, they will go and search. If some grains fall down there, they will bring it and they will maintain their life like that. They will go and beg. That is called Uchabriti. Never depending on anybody. Fully independent. Nobody can finger them out for anything, no? They will live so downtrodden. But they will not ask anybody for any help. That is Brahminical culture. That is high class Brahman. They will never ask. On the top of that, they will go and do some labor searching grains. And on the top of that, another their Vairagis they will Achak Vritti. They will not do that also. They will not beg also. They will not do nothing. Just do Harinam and depend upon Lord. If Lord will supply, the will. Otherwise they will die. Fast till death, they will never ask for anything. No help. Completely depending on the mercy of the Lord. So, here we can understand the Brahmanas are the top class of the society. They consider as the head of the society. Nowadays, Prabhupada used to say a headless society. Society has no head. That's why Prabhupada told the reason behind making this kind of society is to create some heads in the society. Create some Brahmanas in the society. Otherwise, no head. So, why they are top class? Why Brahmanas are considered top class? Because they are depending upon Lord. So the degree, how much you can come forward, na? So much space here. Back. Door is there, people are entering. Give them space. Come. So much space. This is your tradition to stay back or what? Just front line होना चाहिए सुनने के लिए. Yes, bring here. Why so back? So, this is a point to understand. The high class, middle class or low class of man can only be considered not by Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, no. The consideration is how much they are dependent on the Supreme Lord. The degree of their dependence on the Lord, their quality will be decided. Those who are fully dependent, they are high quality, topmost. Those who are little less, they are little less like that. And those who are totally dependent upon their effort and they are the lowest class animals. They have no faith that somebody is there. No, they will just work and eat and they said, if you can't do, then I will die. We all are like that also. Depending on very much, if I don't do, then what will happen? Arey Baba, who are you? If you die, nothing will happen. Very nicely, everything will go on. But they are saying, no, without me, nothing. World will stop without me. Nothing will happen. Our duty is to do our duty. The only duty is bhajiva boliya aise sansara bhitare. A human being has the only one project for which he is manufactured. He is produced. For only thing has to do Hari Bhajan. That's it. Nothing else. About maintenance, the producer, he has taken the responsibility. He told, I am maintaining. He told in Bhagavad Gita also, Prakrute kriyamānāni gune karmāni sarvasah. Ahankara vimuda atma karta aham iti manyate. Those who are telling I am doing, they are not only murkha, mahamurkha, vimuda atma. So, everything in this material world is managed by the Prakriti, Trigunatmika Prakriti, and the Prakriti is supervised by the direction of the Lord. That is the arrangement. But we foolish people who don't know all this are thinking that we are doing something. So those who are depending on their Nija Bala Cheshta, depending upon their strength, their power, their study, their knowledge, the more they are depending, the more they are degraded. The more they are ignorant and foolish. The real knowledge is, okay, I have given some strength to do something. For what? To do some bhajan and remembrance of Lord. That's it. That is why I have given the mouth to speak about Lord. That is why we are given the ear to hear about Lord. That is why we are given the eyes to see the Lord. And everything, our senses should be used in relationship with God and His devotees. No other work. And everything will be, by the arrangement of nature, everything will perfectly taken care of. Sometimes I used to say, except human being, there are other 80 lakhs of species. Any of them have bank account? No. Except human being, anybody has bank account? No. They are maintaining their lives or not? Dozens and children. More than one dozen. Fearless. We are one, two, we will do one more or not? Why, Baba? Depend upon Lord. Because we have no faith in Lord. We are dependent on, I have to, who are you? He is the maintainer. There are 80 lakhs of species that not doing any job, not having any bank account, fully dependent upon Lord, and they are wonderfully, fearlessly they are taking care of everything. No tension. And we are trying, depending upon our strength, we are always in tension. Because we are not depending upon the arrangement of nature. So, the real intelligence, the real high grade, who is of high grade quality, that can we understand the degree you are depending upon the Lord and doing His remembrance and His bhajan. That is the high quality and scholarly person to consider. That's why the Sukracharya thought, I am a Brahmana Bhrigu I supposed to, should not go and beg. This Purohita karma is so garhita karma. You know Purohita karma? The word Purohita means Purohita. Puro means in front. You will stand in front and do benefit well for the person. This will become Purohit. Everything. You say, Guruji, the Sadguruji, you have taken, just like Thika lete na? Thika. You have taken tender to do good for him only. You have no other to do good for him, work for him. So that is called Purohit. Sukracharya was Purohit of king of demons. And he was maintaining his livelihood by getting Dakshina. So that's why he is obliged. So when he heard, Sukracharya heard the Sarmishta rebuked his daughter Devajani, you are Bhikkhuki, Bhikarin. You are coming to our house and begging, your father is coming to begging, isn't it? You have nothing. Your livelihood, you and father, they are getting from us and maintaining, and you are telling like that. What kind of... So when Sukracharya heard that, this is fact. I am begging because I am a Purohit. I have no other income source. He is my Jajban. I do his hit and he will give something, I will maintain. That's it. Then he said, this is the degraded work. Always Purohita karma is very degraded. Yeah, the work of priest is always considered degraded. The good quality Brahmanas, they will never ever become priest. They don't want. Vasishtha, he became the Purohita of Raghuvansa. He was not interested. Brahma told him, Are Baba, you don't know, become Purohit because Lord is coming. Then okay. Then Gargacharya, he was not said. He said, no, Krishna will come. Then he agreed. Otherwise, they were not interested. When Indra was appointing the son of Toshta, Vishwarupa as Purohit, he said, no, I don't want Purohit. Anyway, because all of you are crying, that's why I said, but Purohit karma is very garhita karma, degraded work. Why? You know who are the priest? The judgment, they will tell, my daughter, my son, they want to get married with him. No, they will see, some Mangalik dosh is there, some there. Now what to do? Then they will ask, no, some puja has to do. Mangala puja, at least some Satyanarayana puja or something to Grahana Katha puja. Okay, we do it. Then he give the list. Okay, get these things. Ingredients for puja, samagri. They give the list. So they will go to buy. It is a human nature. And they will buy for his son, he is doing marketing. He said, one time in life I have to buy for my son's marriage marketing. So high class cloth, 5,000 rupees per meter. And then the Patni said, the Panditji told for Satyanarayana, but he has given, okay, you have to get that also. He said, some cloth, 2-meter cloth for Satyanarayana puja. Then he said, if for son you are taking 5,000 rupees meter, then for Lord, a little more. He said, you foolish. Since how long you are maintaining cloth shop? Are I am taking for Lord. Now then, what up? Now only marking cloth, 8 rupees per meter. That is befitting for Lord. It is not available in our shop. You have to go to footpath. Okay, I will collect from there. From footpath, 8 rupees marking cloth per Satyanarayana. Then some supari. You know supari? Go to supari. So you supari for Lord. Oh, Baba, for Lord. No, for Lord means the rejected one. That one. We have to use for Lord. Always, in all of us mentality, this is fed up. One time there was a fighting between $100 note and 10 rupees note. In Australia, you have $10 and $100. $100 is the highest, na? Yeah. So there was a fighting between $100 and 10 rupees. $100 chastise, you foolish, get out. Who are you telling me? I am, everybody is accepting me, they are glorifying me, I am everywhere. 10 rupees note said, yes sir, I accept. You as more senior and very powerful, but not everywhere. Somewhere, nobody will like you, they will see for me only, they will accept me only, they will search for me only. Are Baba, no place you are there. Always people are looking for me. No, some place there. They are looking for me. Now, where it is place? No, temple hundi. In temple donation box, people they have 100 rupees, they will, why this is? Some 10 rupees, they will borrow some 10 rupees. Otherwise, there is no work of 100 rupees. They are not here. You know it. Those who are counting hundis, they know. So, this is the mentality fed on us. For Lord, sometimes they used to puja, and they bring that cloth, and they marriage thing, then Pandit comes, before marriage day, I have to do the puja. Okay, put the kalas, everything, mandal, then start puja. Then kalas, then I have to avahana sanstapana, bastra, puja. Oh, we bought marking cloth 2 meter, where it is down, they could not find it. Then Panditji, okay, forget it, sit down, put 10 rupees here. Keep 10 rupees, so then take out one puspa or one thread. Vastra bhave sutrang dadyat. Instead, there is no vastra, so please, my lord, manage with this dhaga. If sometimes you go for a picnic and forget your gamcha, they tell you, no problem, gamcha bhave sutrang dadyat. I am giving a dhaga, manage it. Can you manage? No. And for Lord, he has to manage what to do. That is the job of Purohit. And if he will not do that, he will getting chastised by the judgment. What are you doing? I am giving you mutta dakhina. You have to do job nicely. And if you will do puja and something puja is not working, then again gali. This Purohit is bekar, is not doing right work. Purohit work is disgusted work. That's why the good quality Brahmanas will never ever accept this job. That's why Sukracharya, he felt very bad. He said, why I am doing this job? I am doing this demon and this, I am like beggar. I would have to my kapota bhikkya like Uchchabriti. And he decided, okay, my daughter, you come with me, I will maintain you, I will do my Uchchabriti. I will never ever do this Purohit karma. He became very udas and took his daughter. Brahmana ke paas koi, there is not big apartment or rented building, nothing, no mortgage, nothing. They are not buying house and loan, nothing. Whatever the king has given to stay, you are staying there. He said, let us go somewhere else. We will not depend upon them. I will do beggar and getting chastised here. Sukracharya left his accommodation with his daughter. And somehow or other somebody told to Vrishaparva that Purohit is going, he is upset. Vrishaparva thought, the Purohit have one thing, they can only give blessings. Their blessings is very powerful. Ordinary people, they don't know. But those who are knowledgeous people, they know. Vrishaparva know, if Guruji is upset, he can support to anti-party, then they will win over us. We will lose our whole property. So Vrishaparva went. That's what he said. Vrishaparva, in the text, Vrishaparva tamagyaya pratyanika vivikhitam guru prasadan murdhna padayo patita pathihi. Vrishaparva come to know that Guruji is angry. He is leaving me. So he went. He said, before he goes, I should catch him. So he went and catch him on the way. On the way, catch him and full dandavat pranam, catching his lotus feet. Catching lotus feet. This is the way if you want to please an angry person. This is the technique. If somebody is angry or upset, something like that, and you have to get something done by him, you have to get the work done from him, and he is very angry with you, then what formula you have to apply? This is the formula. Go straight, either in the road or in floor or in a house or park, anywhere he is, just fell flat on his feet and catch hold and cry. That's it. Your thing will be done. That's what Vrishaparva he knew. So he did that. Then that's what his manyu, his angriness was very for short time only. Because what for Sukracharya, anybody, if some of you will be angry with somebody, if that other party will come and catch hold your feet and cry, you will say, okay, don't do again, forget it. Okay, come. Anybody will say. That is the process. That's how we are going and offering obeisances at the feet of Lord, catching feet, to becoming down to the earth. So Vrishaparva did that. And on the road, Brahmana Sukracharya saw, he is king. on the public road. We will never offer obeisances if Guruji comes in the road. On the dust, he full Dandavat Pranam. And Sukracharya immediately became pacified. He being pacified, that's what in this verse is saying. The powerful Sukracharya was very angry for a few moments. But upon being satisfied, he said to Vrishaparva, then because Vrishaparva catch hold feet on the road, then his anger immediately cooled down. Now he told, see, you have to, I am okay. My daughter is angry. She is crying. So you have to pacify her, not to me. Sukracharya told, you have to take care of my daughter, not me. She is upset. That's why I am upset. I should not, but because she is my only daughter and I have full attachment, love and affection towards her, so that's why I am getting angry. If you make her please, then it's okay for me. You have not done any wrong to me. Your daughter and my daughter, they had fight. So this thing happened, so my daughter is upset, so I am upset. That's what in purport Prabhupada is saying. Sukracharya is a very learned person. He should not be there for the childish play. He should not take it so seriously, but what to do because of attachment. Sometimes this is happening. Naturally, the father and mother, they are too much attached to their child. Yes, that should be your affectionate attachment, love. But for good things, you should not do something out of the way because of affection only. No. Principle is a principle. This is the mistake of Devajani. That was in that whole episode. If anybody will see the mistake of course. When she told to Vrishaparva, her father Sukracharya would have chastised her. Why you rebuked at Sarmishta, the princess? If she unknowingly accepted your dress, so what happened? So what? Why did she speak such things to her? And if he took that, he took the revenge. That mistake of yours, why you did like that? Sukracharya would have chastised to her daughter and send a message, call and talk to, okay, no problem. You should not do like that anyway. You should compromise and finish that. He didn't do that. He took the all this chastisement, all the bad words upon him. He said, because of me, I am a beggar at his house. So that's why she told. So I should go away somewhere. I should not do these things again. Become very upset. Why? Because of attachment and affection. First mistake happened, accept this childish thing. They would not take it so seriously, then everything would be finished. Even if you took it seriously, he should have tried to compromise and do that. Without doing that, he became upset. It's only because of attachment and affection. Nothing else. And when we are taking some decision based upon attachment and affection, this thing will happen. Blunder will happen. We are forgetting the principle and taking decision totally depending upon our so-called attachment and affection. We are not see the principle. So then the blunder will happen. Sukracharya here it is very clearly saying, see, I should not do like this, but because I am too attached to my daughter, what to do? So you please make my daughter happy. Then I will be happy, then I will do one. So then King Vrishaparva was in very awkward position. Because now Guruji is not saying anything, he is my daughter. I am happy because of her only. And she was in fault. Brihaspati knows that's fault. She is in fault. And because Sukracharya is telling you how to, Sukracharya took her side. He didn't follow the rule, the principle. He said, no. She is upset. You have to make her happy. So then, Brihaspati said, what to do? Now I'm very awkward. So then he said, okay. Lali boliye. Devajani, what do you want? Then Devajani took the opportunity. I want that I have already arranged and my marriage is fixed with King Jajati, and I know that Devajani, what Sarmishta was already Nirbandha happened, but now she puts condition that I will marry. She will come with me with all her maid servants as maid. They have no physical relation. Only she will serve me and I will be the queen. She will be my maid with all his associates. See, he is a beggar Brahmana and he is the king. But because that king has so much respect for his Guruji, Sukracharya, he accepted that. He supposed to not accept, but he accepted. And he called his daughter, Sarmishta, with all their friends. He said, this is it, you have to do that. And Sarmishta was so nice. She could understand, yes, I should not do it, Papa. So what do you want, Papa? I want he should serve. Do you want? I don't get Jajati as my husband. Now you have to please her. Serve her as her maid. And she didn't complain. He would have come to, she is a princess. His father is a king. Here his father is a beggar. And the Devajani, the beggar father, he take the work done, and the princess, out of respect, he said, okay, I'll do that. And Sarmishta agreed to his father's proposal. Not only father's proposal, that's proposal of Devajani. And she came as a servant, a maid servant of her. And further you will see how things are going. So now, sometimes we see why these things Sukadeva Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj. This 9th canto means it's almost 5th day. 4 days almost have gone. Only 7 days to die. If we will get a death notice, today is Tuesday. The next Monday I am going to die. If we are convinced that next Monday, what we will do? But anyway, Parikshit Maharaj, when he got the notice, he left everything. All checkbook and debit card he gave to his son and put on Gamcha and went to Ganga. Fully, but I guess what, I am going to die. And he did the mistake out of thirst. He was looking for water. And when he knew that he got cursed, then he didn't drink water also. He said, why? I will waste 1 glass of water. I am going to die anyway. He didn't drink water before dying. For 1 week he didn't drink. Neither eating, not drinking, no sleeping, nothing. He says, I have only now, for expiry date, only 7 days left. So that's what is what I should do if my expiry date is already pronounced, is fixed, that next weekend. So what should I do so that I can achieve my desired goal? This human life can be success. What should I do to success my human life? So then he went and took shelter of Bhagavata Charanaduka, Sri Ganga Devi. And he was alone. He didn't call anybody. He was alone and praying to Ganga Mata. Hey Bhagavat Padadoka, please bless me. I want to leave my body remembering Hari. Antira Narayana Smriti. How can I do like that? So he was preparing. But all the ministers, everybody said the emperor, he was the Chakravarti Samrat, the whole universe. Everybody came. We want to protect, we want to do, we want to do that. Everybody said, what you can do? We will stop the snake. We didn't allow him to come to fight. Parikshit Maharaj said, no. It's going to happen. I am ready to die. Anyway, if I stay today or tomorrow, death is for sure. Nobody can stop death. It's not possible. So, if death is must, and it is decided that on that day it is happening, so better I should make the death in such a way that I should pass the test, because death is our final exam. So I should prepare well, so I can perform a good job in my exam, final exam. So he said I should prepare for that. I can't avoid the exam. I have to appear in the exam, and then I have to better prepare myself well. So what is the preparation? The best performance of exam is, the best performance if at the time of living body, if you can remember Lord. That is the topmost, best 10. That is the highest mark. The degree you surrender, Lord, the more you are achieving result. And the degree you surrender anybody, your family member or any wealth or anything attachment, that is a failure. And we always, at the time of die, उसको बुलाओ, video call. This is our degraded position. And he left the family. And this is what, if the death is for sure going to happen, then what kind of death is high-grade death and low-grade death? For death there is also, what is the best exam? If you leave your body, if you die in a place where at the time of death you are having severe pain, at that severe pain, at the death moment, if you loudly cry out loud, nobody will be there to hear even. You should go to that place. You should go to that place. If you shout at top your voice, nobody can hear it. Nobody will be there to help you. This is the best place to die. It is as for Bhagavatam, the best place to die is, you have to find a place before you die where you shout at your top your voice, nobody will hear and come to help you. Totally in helpless, hopeless situation if you die, that is the best death. You said, why? No, because if you will become helpless and hopeless, then you will take help of Lord. Nirasraya mang jagadis rakhya. Otherwise, if you are little help-free, there will never think of Lord. That is for sure. When we have no other hope, no other scope, then you will realize, hey, Hari, Prabhu, now nothing is happening. Then you will remember it. And that is the success. That will not happen until and unless you are in that situation. It's not happen. So that's why, when Dhritarashtra Maharaj, when the war finished, all a century over, means he has 100 sons, all of them out. Duryodhana and party. The kingdom lost, all 100 sons died. And both were andha, husband and wife, old age. And because Yudhishthira Maharaj was Dharmaraj, he said, Tauji, please come. And he gave attached bathroom. So very nice attendant, proper, so nice care. When Vidur came to help his brother. Dhritarashtra was telling Vidur, what can I say? I am so happy now. When my sons were there with me, 100 sons, I was not taken care of that properly, that well. Now, Yudhishthira is so nicely taking care of me. Oh, I am so happy. And Vidurji spent some time. It's a daytime, night time, whole night they would have discussed. Vidur said, what kind of shameless person you are? You are thinking you are happy? Then Vidurji told one story to him. He said, once upon a time, there was a king. He went to hunting. Hunting, they used to go there, hobby. Here people are going for fishing. Kings, they used to go for hunting. So he went. And that day he was not. Finally, he saw one deer, and he tried to put rifle or bow or whatever he has, all these bullets, he one by one he threw all, and one bullet, and nothing was going here, and misfiring happening. One bullet went not to the deer, run away. One tiger was, furious tiger was coming to it, so bullet come and touch the tail of the tiger. And all bullet finished now. The tiger, so who is that guy? Rascal. He saw that deer ran away and he is there with rifle and no bullet now. Everything finished. And tiger saw and jumped. He said, anyway, this is good one. This is good one. So now throw the rifle there. Immediately start running. Running for life. Running and running and running. Tiger was behind him, running, both are high speed running. Tiger is running and he is running. That time he will not see whether this is good road or bad road. There is some thrones are there, some nothing, just what happened, I will take medical care after. Let me save my life first. Now it's running like anything. Just non-stop running because tiger is following him. And on the way, some bushes, some grass was there. There was a dry well. He didn't know some bushes were there. He just running and fell down into that ditch, dry well. When they were falling down, sometimes touching this side, sometimes this side, this, both the hand and head got bleeding, hand got scratched and bleeding, and he was crying and somehow or other. And on the down, he saw little water and a black cobra is there. When black cobra, somebody is coming, she started sneezing. Oh my God. Somehow or other, what to know, on the top tiger, now cobra will catch me. So somehow or other, so one bargat, in English you would say banyan tree. For both. So banyan tree, that rope you say? What you say? Jada? Not branch. Root, yes. Root is better than branch. Banyan tree roots are there, na? So roots are coming down to the well. He saw that, catch hold up in 2 hands, 2 legs. And jhulla. Because so tightly, now he is in the middle of the well. Some feet down there is cobra sneezing, venomous cobra, and tiger is looking at like this. In between, hold tightly that root of that banyan tree with his leg and both his hand, And he says, "Oh my Lord, thank you. I got saved. Otherwise tiger is going to hit me and here cobra. Somehow or other I am saved in a safe place now." It's a safe place. So now tiger cannot jump and the cobra can't come up. He just hold the branch, that root of that banyan tree, and then he took little, breathing was now it cool down. Okay, now you are in a good spot now, safe place. So now, what happened in that branch where the root comes from banyan tree, in that branch, one forest bees, honey bees. There's honey, big. What I say, honey? Beehive. Honey hive was there, and they were forest honey, not gentle honey, not putting in your. They are natural, not in box. They are very dangerous. They said, the branches is up and down. He said, who is disturbing us? The bees are angrily searching for. Then they said, that guy is. So all the bees, they came with their attacking mood. Now he is in such a position, now he cannot take the leg out, nor the hand out. Both are locked. Both the hand locked, both the hand locked. Now the injection syringe is coming from top to bottom. The honeybees are coming, they are putting their syringe from the finger to here. Every inch they are putting finger on. Have you have any test of that syringe, that injection, that forest honey bee, they put their finger? Have you tested before? No. He tested, he's saying. So nice, huh? You have tested also. Villages. It is tasty, na? So painful. So painful. What to do? He has to suffer because he cannot take them out, because the hand he can lose. He can fall down. Both the hand and leg. He can't do anything. And he is looking that he cannot take them out in the here and there and there and putting. Crying from both the eyes, tears and falling down and shouting, oh, what to do? And they are angry, they are attacking. In this time, because the branch is moving up and down, from that hive, some honey drops. He is getting injection, but some honey drops. So honey straight coming down here, on his nose, in this side. Now he cannot take the hand out. So he bring out his tongue. Like this. That is pure 100% natural. Monokka honey. Monokka? That Monokka honey he was trying to leak from other side. Sometimes the bees, they were getting injection to tongue also. No problem. If you don't have an experience of getting attack in tongue, so, but he has only that part is working now. Other parts locked up. So he was leaking, and because it was pure forest honey, and the snake is shouting from the down, and tiger is roaring from the up, and he is in that position. And not only that, he saw, it is already daytime, he saw that two mouse, one black mouse and one, you say mouse or rat? Same thing. So they both are there, they are cutting to that root. And almost half done. Overnight they were working, night duty. Your people, they work road repairing night, na? Night time. So night time they were working. So almost more than 50% over. He saw that also. That now after some time, they will cut the root, then I have to fall down. Seeing that situation and hanging there, and both top and bottom dangerous sound, and there also he is getting the attacking bees, they are attacking him. Still, when the natural honey is leaking through his tongue, he is telling, "Oh my Lord, so nice, so sweet. I have never tasted this, pure, directly coming from the bee." So he was becoming happy by tasting that. So when Dhritarashtra heard that, he said, "Viduru, what are you saying? Who is this so shameless? How come in that position, in such a dangerous position, how can he become happy? Licking the honey there? Not possible." The Viduru said, "Oh my dear elder brother, he is none other than this shameless person is you. It's nobody else. How come you are telling me? You don't know. When Mahabharata war, all your sons are getting killed by Bhima. You become so angry on Bhima, you want to take revenge so diplomatically. One time Dhritarashtra, after that, he said, "Bhima, my son, I want to embrace you. You are so nice. Please come." Bhimsen said, "Oh, my Tauji is very loving now." So Krishna told, "Hey, foolish, don't go." "No, Tauji is cryingly asking for me." "No, yes, your Tauji, I know how much love he asked for you." "Now what to do?" "Now tell Tauji, the Tauji, I am not good today. I will take bath and come. Maybe day after tomorrow I am coming." "No, okay, you come day after tomorrow." "What time?" "Noon time." So then Krishna told, "Make a steel body, 8 gauge, so thick steel." And he make like Bhimsen, big one, such a strong, and put wheel on it. And Tauji, because he can't see, "Tauji, I am there." "Oh, beta, where are you?" "Where? I am here." The very thick steel, hard steel frame Bhimsen. "Oh, Bhima, my dear son," and slowly put his hand around and hug it so tightly that 8 gauge steel Bhima crushed. Put all his force. Bhimasen was thinking, if I would have there, he would have killed me. Krishna told, "This is the law. This is the law. This is the embracing." And same Bhima, he particularly saw how much you are trying to kill him. The whole life, you and your son, they were trying to kill them. Many ways you have tried to kill them. And now you are sitting in their house. Same Bhima is giving you bread, you are eating. You don't think? They don't know? They know. But you can't see. Just like you are saying some rotten bread to the faltu kutte, like that. They are throwing at you and you are thinking, "Oh, I'm so nice." You are the shameless. When Vidurji told like that, then Dhritarashtra became so serious. What to do? And that's why you should come with me. I want to help you. What to do? In midnight, both Dhritarashtra and Gandhari went with Vidur, left the palace and went to Haridwar, to the forest, Himalaya. And without food, without water, without bed, without room, they died. And it is said, Mahabharata, that both of them, they attained higher position because the death was there like that. When you die in house, my dear son, my dear daughter, there is too much attachment and I will become chiefly there. Because of that, they will come. It is the formula. Anta kale cha mam eva smaran mukta kalevaram. So that's why these things, Sukadeva Goswami telling that we all should remind, this is nothing, this is just way. Even now this thing happening, that thing happening was that time also. But the best thing we should understand, dependence upon Lord. And always think that any time I'm going to die, and what is the best way to die? Try to practice detachment. Try to be. What is the only principle is to remember Lord. That's it. So all these things, the episode is different, but Parikshit Maharaj is getting in different way. Sukadeva Goswami telling, this is fact, this is all history. But from this history, we should understand how this Jajati, though you will now see that Jajati got trapped in between Sarmishta and Devajani. But even if he go through all these things, he attained his goal of life. He went to abode of Hari, because even if he go through all these things, enjoyment, all that, but still he becomes so serious. So it doesn't matter you fall down, you are too much attachment, you are too much enjoying mood, doesn't matter. But somewhere, some point, it should be remember Lord seriously. That is what the final point. You should understand that. That happens to Jajati even. And in that Vansha, from Jajati Vansha, Lord Krishna came. From Jajati Jadu came, and Jadu Vansha, Krishna came. So pure. So that's why this is dynasty of Krishna. Jajati Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you Maharaj. Maharaj, we are living in a big congregation here in Melbourne.
Communication?
Congregation, the
Congregation.
fam. And we also have so many kids. We have our kids, we have congregation kids. And as you said Maharaj, we all are attached to our own kids, which is a bit natural.
Yes.
And because of this attachment within the congregation, we see at times there is a tussle also. That, oh, my kid is not given drama or this or that. So it happens, Maharaj, because we are a part of this material world.
Yes.
So Maharaj, because of attachment, sometimes I am not able to see that anartha in Maya, and I may be, because of attachment, doing something wrong. So at that time, what should we do that within a part of congregation we are still living as a family?
This episode is very much repeating for you. Not only you, all of us having kids, they should know what the principle we should follow. For childish things, we should not be so much concerned. For childish things, you can easily shut out it. Don't put yourself and make big thing. No. Childish thing, finish it in a childish way. Don't bring into the whole congregation way.
Maharaj, however, sometimes with attachment your eyes are closed.
So then you will become like that. You have to suffer like that. If you go out of principle due to attachment, then you have to suffer and make others suffer. Not only you. Whole congregation will suffer.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Maharaj, thank you for the realizations and your personal association. Maharaj, you mentioned in the last, try to practice detachment. Maharaj, in Bhagavatam 1st canto, 5th chapter 35 verse, it says, Jnanam yattad adhinam hi, like Jnana is adhin to bhakti. So similarly, is it detachment is also adhin to bhakti, or detachment can be practiced like separately?
No. Jnana and Vairagya are son of bhakti. If you do bhakti nicely, you don't have to practice detachment, automatically it will come. Yes.
Maharaj, you also mentioned about qualities of Brahmana. So, Lord Krishna, when he was in chapter 16 Bhagavad Gita, he mentioned qualities of divine and demoniac. The first thing he mentioned is fearlessness, abhyam.
Yes.
So, Maharaj, how to cultivate abhyam, because we are in so much anxiety.
That's what I forgot. Thank to remind me. Brahmanas are really fearless because they are dependent upon Lord. When you have depending upon somebody, on people, then you are obliged. Then you can't say anything because you are getting maintenance from them. Then you cannot be fearless. Chanakya Pandit was Brahmana. He was boldly speaking. He said, no, I am not taking any help of anybody. That's I can tell like that. If you take little help from somebody, then you have to oblige. You can't be fearless. That's what Brahmana's job. They are always dependent on the Supreme Lord, not anybody else. That is the fearlessness. If you are depending on somebody else, then you have to oblige to them. That's what Sukracharya's case.
Maharaj, if one more thing I want to ask you. In continuation with this, you mentioned depending on someone. So, most of us do jobs, like we work for someone, not in our business or doing on our own.
Anyway, that is not the job of duty of Brahmana to do job. That is the job of Shudra. So we are all good Sudras, should I try to become good Sudra at least. Sudras are not bad, but be a nice Sudra. And being a Sudra, don't try to become a Brahmana. Okay? Try to become a good Sudra.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for the nice class. Maharaj, you mentioned how we are not the doer and Krishna is the doer. So I wanted to ask, when we understand that it's the highest surrender, so then why are we liable for the results of our good and bad actions that we have done in the past?
Why are you relaxed?
Why do we have to go through the reactions of our past actions, whether they're good or bad? Because even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentions in 2.47 that we have the right to do our prescribed duty, but we are not entitled to the fruits or to the fruits of our actions.
Yes.
So if he himself is saying that, you do your action, but you are not entitled to the fruits, then why do we have to go through the actions?
Then who will get the result of your bad deeds? You do bad things, somebody else will get it. What is your analogy? Yes.
She's saying that if Krishna is the doer,
Yes.
why am I liable? I think that was the question.
Krishna is sanctioner. He is supplying you. But you are doing for yourself. Krishna is doing for everybody. He is supplying food to everybody. That's what I told. Many lakhs of species, they don't have bank account. But they are getting maintained. You can also maintain. But why you are doing working? That's why you are getting reaction. They are depending fully on nature. But we are not. That's why we have to get punishment. Okay?
Thank you.
That's it. Hare Krishna.